And I'm so happy that we have Engineer Professor Siti Hawa today with us. She said she will come and then she's here today. Even the session is almost ended. Thank you very much. Would you like to hear some word from Engineer Professor Siti Hawa?
Yes.
Surely you want. She is amazing. Professor Siti Hawa, we invite you because we love you so much. She has got a lot of energy.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good noon. I think we're about to have our lunch, right? Thanks, June. Thanks to the Women Engineers Committee members. Yes, I would like to be here from the very early of this morning. However, as what Azina was saying, priority. So the priority goes to my daughter who is performing wind orchestra at Unit 10. So at 7, I drove with my students. I have 2 PhD students along with me to Unit 10 to look at how my daughter performed in her wind orchestra competition for the Sekolah Berasrama Penuh for the whole of Malaysia. Proud of her. She picked up saxophone only at the age of 13, and she's now 15, will be sitting for her PMR. And I just would like to fall back to the word priority. The word priority here would also mean to balance. You need to balance also your need, your life with your children and your family. And the balance is very important because at the end of the day, it's what you want in life. And obviously for everyone as faithful believers, you have something to reach for at the end of the day, of what you live for on earth and in the hereafter. For many of us, what we've done here, going to work, you can treat it as a good deed. And it's a good deed, whenever you do any good deeds, and you know that Almighty God will always help you along the way of achieving what you want. And that is very important, right? Okay. Throughout my life, working as a lecturer, okay, and I could see faces, familiar faces here, and I'm very thankful that Allah has given me the satisfaction of teaching. For those who are in the academic world, obviously you would see that it is not easy to go through the charter. When you start as a very young engineer, when I started my life as a very young engineer back then, in the early 80s, so you can gauge my age, and I'm already a grandmother now of 1. The thing is, as you go along this charter, you have to somehow or other make believe whether are you in the right trade of career or are you not. At the end of the day, you need to really balance what you want. If you have made the choice of becoming an engineer and working in that kind of environment, you have to accept the challenges around that is going to come in your way. If you are single, if you plan to stay single right up to the end of your life, okay, you may not think that there is no challenges at all. There are challenges along with that, okay? But if you plan, if you make a choice of having a family, there are other challenges along with that, all right? God is great. God will always give you what you can actually take up. He will not give you more than what you can take up. So you just believe in yourself, and if you think that your boss is asking you so much from you, take it that your boss know that you can deliver. But I always fall back into, you have to be systematic in the things that you are doing. You have to have deadlines for the things that you have to do. For instance, maybe to our friend who are having problem of your children are comparing with their neighbors, you know. you could actually try to solve the problem in the form of maybe logistically, it's not possible for you to be at your working place and at home at the same time. But I was fortunate enough where during my lunch hour, I don't fill it up with lunch. My lunch hour is to take my children back from the school. And that's the quality time that I spend with my children. And in the car is when I actually teach them how to read, right up from the kindergarten. So that 15 minutes drive, going back and forth to school in a day. And if I send my child to a day school, and then I would send to the religious school, that means going in the morning of 15 minutes, taking back 15, going back to the school another 15, and coming back another 15. That's already 1 hour a day of just talking to them, making friends with them, asking them what is their problem, and that is the quality time. And they know that when you talk with them, and when they talk to you, please give your listening ears. Do not at any time, I'm sure, I'm sorry fathers, this is more to mothers, okay? Do not at any time when your child comes to you and says, Mama, budak kat sekolah tu asyik musik kakak aja. Then listen and ask why. I have a problem with my second son, my second child's son, who refused to attend kindergarten. Only later I found out that the teacher is actually threatening everyone in the class, saying that kalau buat bising tak boleh balik. Dia nak balik. Dia tak nak duduk kat sekolah. So the teacher did that. And it took me almost 6 months to identify what was really the problem of him not wanting to go to school. At the end of the day, when I found out what is really the problem, I have a pep talk with the teacher. I said, cikgu tak boleh buat macam ni. Bukan semua anak-anak ni boleh kita threaten. So after that, I got to reassure him. So those quality time, yes, we go with priority. Then what happened with how do I settle my work? So I need to balance things. And fine, yes, at that time, we don't carry that iPad or whatever around. We don't have that luxury of carrying notebook very easily outside. So what do? So as a lecturer, I bring along the assignments of my students that I need to bring. So while waiting for him to complete his classes, okay, I do my grading. So it's like we women are good at multitasking. We can talk and we can also listen to our partners. You can see when we are a group of us, cukup 4 orang je. Okay, we can crisscross and we can still listen. Kita boleh menyampuk lagi. Betul, kau cakap betul. See, we are good at that. Alright, so we women, I think we better don't waste much of your time. And I'm very happy, very much delighted to be involved in all of your gatherings. But somehow or other, we do have our priorities. And I wish all of you the best in life. And insyaAllah, ada umur lagi kita jumpa. InsyaAllah. Thank you, Judy.